Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be doing this crystal art, or diamond art, whatever you want to call it, that my friend Molly bought me for my birthday. I have already started it at the point of filming this intro. I have done a tiny little bit in the corner, but if you want to see me finish the rest of it, then keep on watching. Okay, so I first of all started this one off. As you can see, the video is quite zoomed out. So I filmed quite a chunk of it like this, and then kind of realised afterwards that you couldn't really see anything, so it was kind of a little bit pointless. So I then sort of zoomed my camera in, but as you can see I had already done a large chunk of the diamond art sort of in the other camera angle, or zoom, I guess, but I wasn't really happy with it. You couldn't really see a lot, and I also thought it was just gonna be a little bit boring. Like, this video is however long, and when I put all of the clips in together it was like almost half an hour long, and I was just a bit like, that's probably really boring to sit and watch someone do a diamond art for that long. But if you do want to see a diamond art for that long, let me know and I can definitely do that in the future. But I just thought for this one in particular, because there's a lot of similar colours, you know, the colours don't really change too much. In the top of the sky there's kind of like 2, maybe 3 different colours. Obviously you've got like the stars and the little swirls as well, but in the sky itself I think there's like 2 or 3 different colours. And then in the castle there was literally one colour which was black, and then one other which was just like a very dark grey / like navy blue kind of, so there wasn't really much colour variation at all. So I thought to kind of sit through and watch that, as satisfying as it is to see it in a time lapse, I thought that long a video is kind of a little bit pointless. It's a little bit too long, it's not very entertaining at all, hence why I cut it down and hence why it is sped up so much. But I do actually find these quite satisfying, sort of seeing them all come together really quickly. So yeah, as I'm going through there will sort of be jumps in between, where obviously there's a lot more done in certain areas that was done off camera, or that bit's just been cut out. But yeah, I did it to kind of shorten it down so that I can actually finish it all and this video not be really boring. Not actually really too much to talk about like through this. Like, I'm sure you've all, if you're interested in this sort of thing, you've all either done a diamond art or you've watched this sort of thing before. So I'm just going to kind of talk about future videos and that sort of thing. So I've got, obviously I'm getting back into the 365 days of art challenge. Obviously the idea of that at the beginning of the year was to kind of have it finished by the end of the year, as I started it literally in the first week of the new year. The idea was to kind of have that finished within a year, obviously with it being 365 days, but due to sort of leaving for like 3 months, I think it ended up being, obviously I'm going to end up being a little bit behind schedule. I think that's probably going to be finished sort of March time, potentially next year. We'll kind of see how it goes, but as I'm doing this voiceover, I'm literally filming the next one now. So yeah, that next one will be up on Friday. I'm sort of changing when I upload, so there will now be like a normal video every Wednesday, and then there will be other videos on Friday, the 365 days of art challenge, that will be uploaded on the Friday instead of the Sunday. I might end up going back to the Sunday, I'm not sure yet. I'm just going to try how doing Wednesday and Friday sort of works. But yeah, that's fun, we're getting there. It's really satisfying, sort of, I think I've spoken about this before, but it's really satisfying like crossing off the numbers as they're done in the front of the book. Obviously as there is a tracker in the front of the book, if you've been watching those videos you would have seen that before. If not, make sure to go check them out, subscribe, because there'll be loads more coming. So yeah, it's really satisfying kind of seeing it fill up and seeing the ones that I've done. I've still got so many to do, as I'm sure you can imagine. I've got so many left, but it does really feel like I'm sort of getting through them now. I think I've done, what am I on now, week 10 or 11. I think as I'm filming this one actually I'm filming week 10, but this video probably won't go up until after week 10's already come out, so I might be on week 11, week 12, maybe even week 13 by the time this one comes out. I'm not entirely sure yet, but yeah, I've also got loads of like pre-recorded videos due to come out, so I just need to sort of edit them and get them up. Those sort of videos will come out on the Wednesday, but I kind of need to get them up and ready before I move rooms. So at the point of this going up, I don't know whether it's already happened or not, because I sort of film and upload a few weeks in advance, so I'm not entirely sure if it's already happened or not by this point. But my brother has moved out, so I am moving into his room, which means obviously my entire background will change, my filming sort of setup will change, so I don't really know what that's going to look like, but I kind of want to get all of like the old videos up first before I do that. Obviously the 365 days of art, I film those sort of every other week, depending on how many I manage to get done, so that one will probably be in the new location before all of the previously recorded videos have gone up, but yeah, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work yet. But yeah, everything is going to sort of change, my backgrounds are going to change like I said, and the filming location is going to change. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to just sort of like carry on in the location that I am now until all of my videos in this location have been filmed and uploaded, just to kind of keep it a little bit consistent and to make it a little bit less confusing in sort of like the transition process. I'm not entirely sure yet. I might just sort of move it over and just kind of roll with it, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. Yeah, I don't know, but we shall see. Like I say, at the point of this going up, I might already have moved rooms. At this point of editing, like I said, I'm literally sat here doing my 365 days of art in this location that you're looking at right now, which is my room currently, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to move over, when that's happening. A lot of his stuff is still here, so yeah, I've kind of got that to sort of deal with, and I'm also trying to get some videos sort of edited and uploaded before that happens, so that I don't sort of miss uploading within that time. Currently I think I've got 3 weeks ahead scheduled in regular uploads, but like I said, I do the 365 days sort of every week, so yeah, I've not got any of those pre-recorded. Like I said, I'm on week 10 currently, which is due to go up in like 2 days. What's today? Thursday. Okay, so it's due to go up tomorrow. So yeah, I kind of film those every week. If I can get ahead of them, I do try to, but it's not always possible. Plus I have other videos that I'm sort of filming at the same time. I have multiple videos sort of going on at the same time, so when I sort of run out of storage, I then edit them, upload them, and then sort of start again from there. I have some cool videos coming up. A lot of you guys seem to really like the Lego videos. I've got a lot more of them due to come out. I think I've got 4 or 5 already filmed, and I have got in a big pile next to me currently, I think I've got about 10 sets waiting to be built. I've got some from the new wave, I've got some from previous ones, I've got a couple of retired sets to do. Yeah, I've got a lot. So yeah, like I've said before in previous videos, I have still got the Diagon Alley video to edit and get up. I think because of how big that is and because of how long it took me, I think that is going to come out in at least a couple of parts, potentially 4. I'm kind of seeing how long the actual video is. I know it took me quite a long time to actually build, and I know I've got quite a lot of footage for it, but what I'm thinking is potentially doing like 1 video for each shop. So obviously, as there's 4 shops, I'm thinking, or 4 separate buildings, there's more than 4 shops, but there's 4 separate buildings. I'm thinking doing sort of like one video for each building, but kind of let me know below how you want that. I can obviously do a bigger, like longer video, but I'm thinking of just kind of splitting it up so that it's not all together in one video. And yeah, I think even speeding the footage up as much as I possibly can. I think the footage is still going to be like at least an hour long, which I feel is just insanely long to sit there and watch someone build some Lego. But let me know kind of what you think, if you wanted it in a longer video or if you'd prefer it in a shorter one, like a couple of shorter ones. I kind of want to see how long maybe 2 of the buildings are, and then maybe getting up in 2 videos rather than doing 4. But yeah, I kind of need to figure that one out, but because it's a much bigger video, there's a lot more footage, it's sort of taken me a little bit longer to actually get round to it. I built it I think November last year, and I'm like doing this voiceover in July of 2024, and I built that in November of 2023. So yeah, I built it ages ago, filmed it ages ago, but just editing's not my favourite thing. So I think because of that, I'm just a bit like, ugh, like the thought of coming around to edit that is just, there's so much to edit, there's so much there. I think the thought of facing that is just a little bit like daunting almost. But I have got some smaller Lego videos due to go up. I think I've got a couple scheduled already. And yeah, I have got some more filmed. I've got loads more just like other content filmed. I've got a pinboard video filmed. I'm not sure if this will go up first or whether the pinboard one will. I think this one will. But I've got that. I've got a lot of mini brand videos to go up. They probably will come out after this one, but you might see I sort of film out of sequence to when I upload, so you might start seeing sort of mini brands in the background of these videos. Obviously not this one because this one's super zoomed in, but yeah, you might start seeing things like that in the background of videos, and they will be coming soon as well. I'm just kind of trying to mix sort of the content up a little bit. Obviously I don't want to do like a million Lego videos in a row and then do a million mini brands videos in a row. Just kind of sort of, you know, trying to change it up a little bit and sort of vary the content that I upload. Obviously if there is something that you want to watch, let me know and I can do that or get it up first. But yeah, that's sort of where I am at the minute. Yeah, I know it can be a little bit confusing sort of when things sort of seem to have moved, especially in my backgrounds, because my backgrounds have moved a little bit, and where I film my intros and outros now is not where I was doing them to begin with, and I have still got a lot of content waiting to be uploaded from when I filmed them slightly further out. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm going with that. But if that all sounds sort of cool and you want to see that, make sure to subscribe, because obviously that content will be coming out soon. But yeah, in the video currently I have obviously finished the diamond art now, and I'm just cutting out the edges. I did sort of roll over it with a lint roller off camera to get any dust or anything off, and also to push the gems in, make sure that they're all nice and tight. And then I am going to get a frame for it. I don't currently have one, but hopefully I will soon. Okay, so this is the final diamond art. So I don't actually have a frame for it yet, but what I'm going to do is get a frame for it, and I'll frame it, and then it'll probably actually be in the background of some of my future videos, because my brother has actually moved out. So my room is smaller than his, so I'm moving into his room, so my background is going to completely change. So I'm hoping to have this in the background of my videos, but yeah, like I said, I need to get a frame for that. But if there are any other diamond arts or anything else like that that you want me to try, then let me know down below. But other than that, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.